January 20th, if you would, please rise for the invocation, followed by the pledge. Thank you, Pastor Stan, for being here.
Good evening. Let's pray together. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day, the wonderful weather that you brought to our city, and we just pray that, Lord, in many other ways, you would continue to smile upon Mulberry, that you would provide all the things that we and all the citizens here need. And God, tonight, give these commissioners your wisdom and your grace, we pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Roll call, Madam City Clerk.
Commissioner Ayerson. Here. Commissioner Barsadi. Here. Commissioner Devine.
Here.
Commissioner McDonald. Here. Commissioner Smith.
Here.
Mayor Hatch.
Here.
City Manager Johnson.
Here.
Assistant Attorney Paul.
Present. And we have a full dais. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. First on the agenda is our minutes from our previous meeting on January the 6th. Motion made by Commissioner Devine, seconded by Commissioner Barsadi to approve as distributed. Is there any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? It is passed. And then I have a proclamation to read. And it goes like this. Let me put on my specs. There's a glare. Whereas the city of Mulberry's strength, character, and sense of community are enhanced by the rich diversity of cultures, histories, and traditions celebrated by its residents. And whereas African Americans have played a vital and enduring role in the economic, cultural, spiritual, and political development of the state of Florida and the United States, demonstrating perseverance, leadership, and a steadfast commitment to progress while preserving and advancing their heritage. And whereas through resilience, innovation, and excellence, African Americans have made profound contributions to the city of Mulberry and beyond, achieving distinction in business, education, public service, science, medicine, the military, the arts, athletics, and numerous other fields. And whereas Black History Month, nationally recognized in 1976, serves to honor and affirm the central place of Black history in American story, including the achievements of African civilizations and the lasting influence of African American leaders, pioneers, and communities who have shaped our nation and the world. And whereas the observance provides an opportunity for all Americans to reflect upon the struggles, sacrifices, and triumphs of those who fought to secure civil rights, justice, and equality while celebrating the cultural contributions that continue to enrich our society. And whereas the recognition of Black History Month also reminds us of our shared responsibility to promote understanding, respect, and inclusion, and to continue working toward a future defined by equity, opportunity, and a mutual dignity for all people. Now, therefore, I, George H. Hatch, Mayor of the City of Mulberry, Florida, together with the members of the Mulberry City Commission, do hereby proclaim the month of February 2026 as Black History Month in the city of Mulberry, Florida, and encourage all residents to observe this month through reflection, education, and celebration of the significant contributions African Americans have made and continue to make to our community, our state, and our nation. Who's coming to get it? Thank you.
Me.
Ms. Taylor.
Everybody. Committee's coming.
That's all right. Come on
Make sure you
down.
part of the committee's reports. Committee, come on.
I don't know if any of you
And Officer Cortez, you're part of us now, come on.
Coach is almost down.
Go down there.
Yeah, he's there now.
concerned citizens of Mulberry and surrounding area, and Post Office Box 134. We'd just like to say thank you to the city for this proclamation. We appreciate it so much because Black Americans have helped made America the great country it is. Thank you so much, and don't forget, February the 7th, everybody's invited to the Black History Festival. Come on out, it's going to be a great time. That is, the Lord give us great weather, so let's pray for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. And is this Chelsea?
Yes, I think so.
Come on down.
All right. Excuse me. Oops, all right. All right. Good evening, Commission. Nice to see you all. This isn't my normal month because I'm doing something different. We get to hand out some awards tonight. I know not everyone who's a winner tonight could be here, but we will go ahead and give them a shout out if you are here. Thank you so much for being here and congratulations. If your name is called, please come forward. We will hand you your either trophy or gift card, and Catherine will take a photo. If the mayor, would you be with them too? And we will celebrate you all. Let's get going. All right, so we had a wonderful Christmas season that we have talked about. Going straight to the parade, we have an honorable mention for the American Legion Auxiliary Post 72, who did an amazing job. This was really hard. Also, thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for being the judges, so that staff aren't, so that they have the very difficult task. Rosa, this looks like maybe you. Anyone from the American Legion Auxiliary? Perfect. This year's theme, for those who might not know, was All Creatures Great and Small, and we really did see some amazing entries featuring many creatures of all sizes. All right, moving on. We've got Mulberry Youth Baseball and Softball in third place.
Thank you.
All right, and then next we have Southside Baptist Church. Anyone hear from them tonight? All right, I get it, it's busy. Fantastic Noah's Ark. I will say, if you add kids to your float, you might see extra points in And then in first place, Explore Point LLC. More children. The entire float was filled truly with creatures of all sizes, and they were so cute with walkers. Thank you all so much to Explore Point, and congratulations. All right, and now we go into the Christmas Lights Contest, which has become an annual tradition. There are judges' awards, but there's also a People's Choice. Oh, there we go. Okay, great. In third place with a $25 gift card is to the Huffman residents. I know they were scrambling from work. All right, but a round of applause for them. And in second place, the Crispin residents, and they got People's Choice, so two $50 gift cards. Anyone from that residence tonight? All right. I'm not going to keep these, I promise. And then in first place, Morales Rivera residents, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, congratulations, that's it. Thank you so much. I know during the holiday season everyone's super busy, so it's not lost on us that this is a lot of time and effort, and you are very deserving of those awards. While I have the mic, always a mistake, I know some are going to Polk County Day on the 22nd. I think some might be going. Please be sure to tell them about Mulberry Jams and the awesome things happening in CRA. Invite them. I think they might be in session, but they could certainly be paying attention to it and have it on their radar. That is January 30th. Stan, I'm stealing your thing too. We'll be doing the ribbon cutting with the chamber and then the concert immediately after, so a really good time to check out why CRAs matter. I will be done now. Thank you so much. Oh, Leave it to my finance manager, no stone unturned. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't want you to drop it.
Go ahead, John, Finance Department.
John Watson, Finance Director. I only have a couple things to report this evening. I have about got the audit wrapped up. I'm waiting to hear back from them on what they need to actually finish, so we can make the presentation. And if you remember the first of last month, I had stated that I had filed for the wastewater annual license renewal. That was granted, so we were able to get the exemption, and we didn't have to pay any fees for the 25-26 year. And that's what I have to see.
Thanks, sir. Do we have a planner?
Yeah.
On money? Come on down, young lady. I'll see you, Ron does. I think he's probably around this.
Good evening, Bonnie Titus, I'm rebranding myself, I think, so Director of Code Enforcement and Permitting. I thought I'd be a little prepared for you tonight, just in case.
Thank you.
So, you're gonna see some things happening in the city. We have the apartments that are up behind Wendy's, just got approved to have their infrastructure started, so you're gonna see them moving some dirt, so that's really exciting. 803 North Church, there's gonna be adding an ATM next to the ice machine. So, that's something to watch for. Clean Suds, they'll be looking for their final inspections, because they just need, all they need is their final sign, and also the landscape put in, and they'll be open for business. Purcell Elementary.
That's the new laundromat?
Yeah. I find people to answer. Purcell Elementary just got permitted for a new car pickup drop-off area, which is going to be on 5th Street. They'll enter on 5th Street and exit 5th Street, so be watching for that. There'll be lots of construction going on. 2 new homes permitted in Victoria by the Lake. So, slow down a little bit, but we are still moving. Any questions?
Do you remember what number of home that is? Because I think.
Number 10.
Okay. Is it 11 to 15?
That expired.
Did it? Okay. Just curious.
A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the sign over by.
No, but that's just you, Alice.
How's that
So
going?
switching hats to code enforcement, there's been a couple commissioners concerned about the sign at 1280 North Church. They have been cited for that violation, and of course we give them time, which is a not realistic time for them to get permitted and all that. So we did make contact, so we were able to extend that out for him until the middle of next month, so he can get his plans and his permitting and everything. So after the middle of next month, if things don't move along, it goes to the next stage of going before the magistrate.
And they finally got lights out there.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Bonnie. Utility Department. Jason, thank you.
Jason Cupid, Public Works Director. I did remember to take a couple pictures this time. It's been 15 years of being told not to be on my phone.
Sounds great.
This is the tree down at Centennial Park. If y'all noticed, we ripped out the stage, the old one that was rotted out, and we had to trim the trees up, falling down. This is at the utilities department, the building, the door was rotted out. Somebody supposedly possibly through there, so we stripped it out, rebuilt it. And, got the handicap ramps installed.
Understood.
We had 143 work orders with 1 code enforcement.
Now, you doing public works too? We got utility department and public works. You doing both of them, or John comes on to one?
No, I'm sorry. Public Works was on the screen.
Okay.
Any questions?
He did public work.
Yeah.
I'll do them backwards, forward, through the-
Yeah, right, that's okay.
No biggie.
This one here, Northeast Fishery, we had a sidewalk going up to the high school that was paved probably about 2 or 3 years ago. Didn't find some valves, so we found the valves at the end of the sidewalk going into the school, so we located those and, reported the sidewalk. So in this place there is the picture. And this is when Jason was up in the woods, he's gonna take the stairs down on the right-hand side, going to Diana's office. So I asked him to do that, and then next thing I know, you'll see they done took it down, put the ramps up and everything on the right side, and then when Jason got back, he did, going to the break room door, the bottom part. Anyways, located some, this is the foul box on MLK, right off the 60th century, take a right on MLK, this right there, been looking for that.
I've got a question for you. If you go back up to that picture, you know how to back up? So anyway,
There you go, that one.
coming out of that CNG station, there used to be a stop sign and somebody knocked it down. Is that our responsibility or the CNG station's responsibility to replace it?
Let me ask my boss.
It's laying there on the ground for a long time.
We'll go by tomorrow, we'll get it, Jason.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
And the work orders, we had 130, 6 backflows we tested, and then the locates, we had 116 for.
Thanks, sir. Outreach, that would be Miss Catherine.
Hello, I'm gonna try to speak as loud as I can tonight. My voice is not super great, you just have to bear with me. So we're looking back at December for my department. One of the things, the initiatives we did during December was we wanted to do a series called Handmade Holidays and really think about things that we could make to give people that had that handmade feel to it. So we had a series of classes of things that you could give to other people or keep if you wanted to. So one of them was patchwork ornaments. We did the bowl warmer, so if you have something like in a hot bowl and it's like a little, you sew like a little warmer that keeps your hands from getting burned. We taught a class on how to do a crocheted scarf, and those turned out really beautiful. We had several people want to come back and make another one for other gifts. We did these cute little hot cocoa jars and painted spoons. And then we had another sewing class with a holiday table runner. And those turned out really beautiful. For our yin yoga, she did for the month of December, she did a gift of self-care. So in our yin yoga classes, she invited you to wear your Christmas PJs, and then after the yoga class, we had enjoyed some Christmas cookies. So take care of yourself during the holidays. And then it was Jane Austen's 250th birthday. The library did a tea party with the gem. And the next day we had an intro to waltzing. So we had a dance teacher come in, and it was free to come, and you could learn the basics of waltzing. So you could feel as Austen-y as you could. Then for the last extra credit crafts of the year, it was right before Christmas, so we made these very adorable Christmas ornaments, but we did make the crucial, maybe judgment error of allowing as much glitter as they wanted, and I don't think we'll have glitter for a while because they really enjoyed themselves.
Pixie dust.
Yeah, I'm still fighting it. We had a winter sound bath meditation that was really well attended. We had about 25 people show up for that one. And then a big event we did with the city was Candy Canes for Kids. We partnered with Panoni and several other groups where we adopted 12 different families, and these families were all local heroes. So they included teachers, paraprofessionals, school nurse, fire and rescue, people that worked for the sheriff's office, as well as some families from the Florida National Guard. So we partnered with 9 organizations and sponsors to provide Christmas gifts. There's a picture of all of us together. And then we had an event at the Civic Center where you drove up and Santa was there, and then we loaded all of your Christmas gifts into the cars. So lots of these families had so many gifts from their sponsors that we were having trouble kind of like shoving them in there and closing the door quickly before they fell out. So we had a really good time doing that. And there's the boss man with the big Christmas boss up there as well. So thank you to Panoni for partnering us with that and all the other organizations that helped adopt families and buy gifts and wrap gifts. I know the Sheriff's Office did a ton of buying and wrapping, as well as people from Winter Haven, their Interact Club, the Rotary Club, and some others. During the Christmas break, we had some drop-in Christmas crafts where we just drop in anytime during the day, and we had snowflakes made out of pretzels and Oreos, and you can make ornaments and all kinds of just different fun projects to do. And then on the 31st, we partnered with the library, so most kiddos can't really make it to New Year's Eve, nor do we want them to. So we had a New Year's Eve. So what happens in a New Year's Eve is you have a countdown to noon, and then you have festivities. So this year it was themed for Dogman, and we had an incredible turnout. So we had about 185 people show up. So at each one of those tables that you see, we had a different Dogman themed activity. So they all would do that. We had a balloon drop. You can kind of see our balloon net in the background, and then our countdown. I don't know if you can see it, but that's still 45 minutes until noon. We have all those people there. So it was really, really well attended. We had a fantastic time. The balloon drop went well. I was nervous, but it wasn't going to work, but it did. And then we've got some upcoming stuff. So if you guys don't follow us on social media, please do that. I put our monthly calendar on there, as well as at the beginning of every week, kind of like what the week's gonna look like. So some of our new offerings that we started in January, I'm teaching an organizational workshop series on Tuesdays. It's about decluttering, organization, and stuff like that. Taryn has started a new series that's once a month. It's called Sustainable Home Series, and it's ways to make your home more sustainable. We're growing loofah. So you can grow loofahs and dry them and use them to wash your body, wash your dishes, anything like that. And then we're also starting an intro to chair yoga in February, and that'll be on Fridays in February. If you are interested in yoga but don't necessarily envision yourself getting on the ground and doing a downward dog, the chair yoga might be for you. Then on the last day of January, the Missing Piece Theater Company is hosting an audition, a dance workshop, and it's open to the public. If you are just want to learn some dance moves, you're welcome to come, or if you're interested in auditioning to be part of your upcoming production of The Wizard of Oz, gives you a chance to learn choreography and be ready to audition. I believe that's it for me. Is there any questions for me?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chelsea, are you giving the chamber report?
No.
Stan.
Okay. Back up here, yeah.
Come on down.
All right, Commissioners, I'm here now presenting for the Chamber Board. A few things to remind you all of. First, the Mulberry Chamber still has 142 members, so we haven't added any new members in the last month, but it has been the holidays. We hope to add some new ones soon. The January breakfast is tomorrow morning, so we'd love to have all of you out there and everybody in the community. Tomorrow's breakfast will be sponsored by Purina Animal Nutrition, and they will provide a speaker, and Lola's Cucina will be catering the breakfast. Chelsea already mentioned it earlier, but there's a ribbon cutting from the Chamber for Depot 303, which is on January the 30th at 5:30, and after that will be the city event at the downtown park, which Chelsea already mentioned. We are adding a couple of new board members to replace a couple that have rolled off and not renewed. So Jim Steinbauer will be on the board, as well as Jared Yates. So 2 new board members for 2026. And then last but not least, the big dinner is coming up. It's on the evening of Saturday, February the 7th. If you haven't heard about it, it's 6 to 10 p.m. at Harmony Haven in Bartow. We would love to have you sign up for a table. We have spots left. So, thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Give an update on the Ridge League?
Well, the Ridge League of Cities Board meeting that's normally, happens once a month was canceled due to it being so close to the Christmas holiday, so there is no report. I know, but I will say, Chelsea stated earlier, CRAs are important, property taxes are important.
And the Ridge League dinner is when? It's coming up.
February 12th,
Okay, good.
Lake Wales is hosting. Jen usually does that. Thanks for bringing it up.
Okay. Lawyer's turn.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor. There's 2 items of formal business on the dais tonight. The first item is ordinance number ORD 2026-01, an ordinance relating to municipal rights of way vacating and closing a portion of that certain unopened and unimproved alley lying in Block 3, Knowles Addition to Mulberry, Florida, as depicted on the plat thereof, recorded in Plat Book 33, page 27, Public Records of Polk County, Florida. Instructing the city manager to record this ordinance in the Public Records of Polk County, Florida, providing for conflict, severability of the administrative correction of scrivener's errors, providing for an effective date. The general location, North 6th Street Northeast, also known as and referred to on said plat as Austin Street. East of 1st Avenue Northeast, also known as and referred to on said plat as University Avenue. West of 2nd Avenue Northeast, also known as and referred to on said plat as Nelson Avenue. And south of 8th Street Northeast, also known as and referred to on said plat as Bergen Street. Mayor, this item is on for first reading tonight.
Bergen Street.
Yes.
I haven't heard that one before.
That's a new one. Yep.
Move for approval.
All right, motion's made.
Second.
I gotta write it down. Motion's made by Commissioner Devine, seconded by Commissioner McDonald to approve the vacation of that alley, basically. Is there anybody in the audience wishes to speak to this? Seeing none, we'll vote. And we're gonna do a roll call vote, please.
I noticed on the application, it has Alicio as the applicant. Is he the only one that's affected?
No, it's the whole, it's the whole.
That's
We just
correct.
need one person to apply,
Yes.
correct?
It's the whole 2 blocks. It starts down there
Okay.
behind Mr. White's house and goes all the way to 8th Street.
Just one person is the applicant.
That's correct, that's correct. The applicant for at least of record for communication. However, presented with the application was a petition signed by most, if not all, of the
Yeah.
members on that block.
This is needed to be done for a while.
Yeah.
So Commissioner Devine, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald, how do you
Yes.
vote? Mr. Bersati, how do you vote? Mr. Smith, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Harrisman, how do you vote?
Yes.
And it passes unanimously.
Thank you, Mayor.
Now, that is first reading, so we gotta
That's
do it
correct.
again in the next meeting.
That's correct. Mayor, all proper, all notices have been given as required to by this ordinance, and so this item will be set for second reading and public hearing at your next meeting, February 3rd, 2026.
Yes, the notices went out, cause I got one, cause I was right there. Go ahead with the next one.
Thank you, Mayor. The next item of formal business tonight is resolution number RES 2026-03, a resolution of the City Commission of the City of Mulberry, Florida, adopting the Polk County 2025 multi-jurisdictional local litigation strategy, providing an effective date.
I didn't get to it. You read it before I got.
Now, is this one of those thou shalts?
This is a thou shalt, but this is an important thou shalt. So the Disaster Mitigation Act of 2000 requires every jurisdiction to have its own local mitigation strategy. Polk County takes the lead on this for itself and all of our municipalities. We have actively participated in these local mitigation strategy development of a local mitigation strategy every time that it's been done. So that's in 2002, 2005, 2010, 2015, 2020. This is the 5-year update that was adopted by the Board of County Commissioners last July. We are required to adopt it in order to be eligible for FEMA reimbursements in the event there's any kind of a disaster.
Move for approval.
Second.
Again, it's moved by Commissioner Devine, seconded by Commissioner McDonald. anybody in the audience wishes to speak to this? Just, okay, so we'll vote.
Mayor, real quick, before you vote, I will say that, for members of the public that are interested, and also folks here on the dais, this is a 1,049 page document, so it was not included in the agenda. But you can find the document relatively easily by searching for 2025 Polk County Local Mitigation Strategy.
Thank you. That read will put
So
you
I'm
to
not
bed.
getting a printed copy.
No, ma'am, unless
Use your own printer.
If you want one, we can have one delivered to you.
Use your own printer. Commissioner Devine, how do you vote? Yes. Commissioner McDonald, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Basadi, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Harrison, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Smith, how do you vote?
Yes.
And it passes unanimously.
Thank you, Mayor. This will be furnished to the appropriate parties with Polk County Emergency Management.
Who's discussing Legacy Lakes?
Mayor, I can take the lead on that. There are two other additional items of new business on your agenda tonight. Mayor, the first item is a ratification of Legacy Lakes, a utility service agreement with Legacy Lakes Properties LLC. This is a utility service agreement that was executed in late December of 2025. And it has a water capacity charge of $76,788, a wastewater service capacity charge of $182,261.81. Both of those, if I understand, have been paid.
Very good.
And so this is for the entire service capacity reservation for Legacy Lakes. And I believe that they were the first to put in the door. So if in the event of any issues, they'll be the first up to get whatever water's left.
What is Legacy Lakes?
That's the RV mobile home park that's out east of town. The very edge of the city of Mulberry on the eastern edge.
The airport.
The model plan.
Yeah, move for approval.
Second. I know, this is for 80,
Motion's made by
Reduced from 110 to 80, correct?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Devine, seconded by Commissioner McDonald. Is there anybody in the audience wishes to speak to this?
Before we ratify it, I do want to let you know, there has been some communication with the project applicant's representative, it's an engineer, regarding these amounts of money. We'll work through those issues, but that just is on the desk, and if there's anything to change with this, we'll be happy to come back and let you know.
Mr. Devine, how do you vote? Yes. Mr. McDonald, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Versadi, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Smith, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Harrison, how do you vote?
Yes.
And it passes unanimously.
We'll consider that agreement ratified as of the date it was signed, Mayor. Thank you. The next item on the business, on the dais tonight is a similar utility service agreement with the, with Coast Concrete LLC. And, gosh, it's the plans. Pardon me, I'm sorry. The Coast Concrete agreement provides for 8 units, 8 ERCs of water capacity. Now, that may seem like a small amount compared to the mobile home park, but most of their water comes from a 4-inch well that they installed. And so the water that they need from us mainly furnishes restrooms, potable water facilities for sinks and things. Also would serve as a backup in case they need it for any sort of DOT required concrete, which would require potable water as opposed to well water.
Thank you for bringing that up. I seen the price difference. I was gonna question that.
It's significant, absolutely, yes. So the service capacity reservation charge is $20,476.80, and I think they've already paid too.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Devine, seconded by Commissioner McDonald. Is there anybody in the audience wishes to speak to this one? That's Coast Concrete, that's a new concrete place going out in the industrial park. So we'll vote.
One of the, Mayor, may I have one more thing? One more important thing just to note before y'all ratify this agreement, this does contain a different term that you're used to seeing on your wastewater. Wastewater is not necessary because they don't use it. They're not required to. And so there's a separate provision in the agreement regarding how wastewater is to be handled. Essentially, they're not permitted to discharge anything into our system especially not processed water. So that's all controlled by agreement.
They shouldn't put anything in our system that doesn't come from us.
Period. Begin. Well, and that's the point. There might be some processed wastewater that they'll have to control and figure out where that goes. We don't want to have any sort of processed wastewater that would cause them to be some kind of a significant industrial user, trigger any kind of pretreatment requirements, or anything that would be expensive. So,
Sewer out there.
You what?
There's not sewer there.
right.
All right. Commissioner Devine, how do you vote? Yes. Mr. McDonald, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Bartolotti, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Ayers,man, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Smith, how do you vote?
Yes.
And it passes unanimously. Can I get the sign-in sheet for this meeting, please? Thank you. Mr. Wrench, come on down.
My name's Ken Rice, 1012 North Church Avenue. My family owns 811 Swanker. I'm just up here just to give Rick a compliment, job well done. We really do appreciate it. Hope it keeps on going. I've been to a lot of meetings and it's really gotten really, thank you.
Judge Dempsey. Come on down.
At Dempsey, 398 Northwest 9th Avenue, here in Mulberry, across from the Edgewood Park. I'm here tonight because we had some concerns, and the letter will explain everything to you. I had to call the police officer that's sitting back there today to help me make some decisions on what we should do. There was some vandalism done to the pavilion. People were throwing, kids were drawing all on the floor, and in the past, they took the solar lights off of the pavilion. And one day when I came home, the kids were crawling up on top of the wall that's up there for my father. I'm concerned because of the vandalism and the safety issues that impacts. If those kids fall off the wall, they'll want to come sue Mulberry. So we're asking that if you all would, please help us in this. This police officer, he suggested that we use a fence to go around the wall. There's a sundial there that can crawl up on top of the sundial too. So we want to enclose that for safety reasons, and we're hoping that we can get Mulberry to do something about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Dempsey. There our city manager will look into that. Commission comments. Coach, you want to go first?
Yes, sir.
Go for it. That was difficult, wasn't it? Mr. Harrison?
I could not have gone first. You can't say that now, you gotta say it.
No?
I'd like to go last.
I knew that. I'll tell you something later. Mr. Rosati, go ahead.
Sure. One, Chelsea, I guess either Mary or I could have came up when you announced Christmas. That's extended family.
Oh, that's
So, the whole family.
I'll give you their card.
Second is, us up here head to Tallahassee for Pope Days. And it's always been I've always said from the very beginning that my primary job up here is to be a voice for our community. And in that, I've been asking people if they have any questions they would like to be asked, if they have any concerns they would like to be passed on. I've gotten quite a few back, very good ones. Of course, most of them deal with taxes and utility rates increase and cost of living and everything that we'll probably never get answers on, but there are some others, like as I'm sure Neil has gotten quite a few back as well. Things that deal with our city in particular, property taxes and home rule. So I ask of y'all, if you have any questions, concerns you'd like to pass on to us, we'd like to hear them. I'll add it to my agenda. And if anyone else is listening, the same thing. You can reach me by email or just give me a call. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, ma'am. Mr. McDonald.
I don't have too much. Mr. Johnson, one of our residents, the website was down, booked online for, the Civic Center, so that was taken care of. I still have that one, that light still over by the high school, that they're still requesting a light. And it is really dark down there where the kids are crossing, and can really not do anything with that. I don't remember the outcome, I was supposed to check on it or something.
Yeah, we were, I don't recall the exact, can you give me that address one more time?
Sure.
I recall, I think Tico had said that they were gonna put a line in there unless the residents paid for it. I don't recall, you can just send me the address again.
Okay, okay. And then another thing, I've gotten all my questions answered about the water co-op, and I have all my documents, so now I feel that I have, yes.
Well,
So,
can you share that stuff with us, please?
it's really nothing, the city manager, it was an incomplete report that was in a memo that it shows kind of the rates. Not corrected, but even if this is low, and it's probably gonna go higher of what it would cost. It says
Complete
65,
report?
yeah, it says 65%, but really it goes from $28 to $47, but probably higher.
Why was it complete?
I don't know the details on that, but I just got my question answered, so y'all don't have to get any more.
If I could add one thing, I think it would be best for the commission in particular, when there's a public records request, particularly by another commissioner, I think everybody should be copied on it.
That usually did happen to us in the beginning, but it didn't happen on this.
Mr. Vice.
Is that, what is the rule on that when we do a public?
There is none.
There's no.
Usually, what I've always done with Jen, when she's not here, respond. If a commissioner does a public records request or any records request, I try to make sure that everybody has all the same information so that everybody can discuss it. That's not nobody's flying blind.
It wasn't nothing.
So I don't have that. Matter of fact, I don't even have to do that right now.
That's
So-
what we talked about in your office today.
Right, but I don't have to do that.
Okay. What do you want me to do? Copy?
Whatever you want.
Doesn't matter. Well, you've decided to come and see the light, right?
But if it's the
I
same
can
one that I'm thinking you're referring to,
I can
It wasn't
pass this,
complete.
however you wanna
No,
pass it
wait.
to,
This is going back to you, city manager.
however, if it goes to Sandra, then it
If
does.
everybody wants a copy, so you wanna make some copies for everybody? This will be wonderful.
put you to work right there.
I'll have a copy as well.
Yeah, everybody, anybody out there like a copy?
Go ahead.
All right, I don't have much, surprisingly. I know, right? I'm just gonna put a shameful plug in for the Missing Piece Theater. They've got season tickets for sale for the 4 shows, right, Chelsea?
No, yes.
Yeah, quarterly shows. I bought mine, told Steve Butko which ones I'd like. Box seats up front, box seats in the back. Looking forward to it. Just, one thing that One more thing that adds quality of life in the city limits of Mulberry, that gym theater. You know, I'm seeing Wizard of friends. We're going to go to the Depot 303 for a drink afterward and dinner before, you know? Looking forward to that. Okay. Yeah. So, Commissioner McDonald, in the past, I want to say 3 or 4 meetings ago, you made mention that 2 people are qualified for the city manager position. Who are they?
Well, Jen and Cindy. Jen and, Jane.
Jen and Jane, okay. Have we as a commission come up with the minimum qualifications going forward if we decide to go out to bid? I'm not sure if we have or not. Okay. Is Jennifer interested?
I don't know, I didn't get involved, I was just mentioning it.
Okay.
I didn't have a preference.
So, for the record, she has told me that she is not interested in the city manager position, and I had a conversation with her prior to stating this. She said, yes, Commissioner, state it publicly. So it's being stated publicly that our city clerk is not interested in the city manager's position. And that's pretty much all my comments today, Mr. Mayor.
Well, since you brought it up, let me ask this. I know Janie is,
Okay.
so would it be appropriate to get a motion to appoint her as an interim when you retire?
Well, I had a quick conversation with Drew this morning. I would say, because I know that Drew's working on an interim contract, just based on conversations that we've had up here, I would say that the next meeting, which would be my last meeting, it would be appropriate for the commission to probably vote on that interim contract and appoint her effective at 4 o'clock on that Friday, which would be when I step down. I would say, Drew, would that be right?
Yeah, that's gonna be my suggestion, Mayor, you know, and on that issue, only because it'd be better to have the terms of that in front of you. Right. I understand based on all the conversations that have been had to date, that's likely where things are headed. And so I've been engaging in some sort of, how should I put it, friendly negotiations, and just in the anticipation that I'd be directed to do that, or that would be where the commission would go.
Okay.
We are almost at an agreement, and so I would say, yes, please give me another 2 weeks before you make any kind of formal agreement.
Do we need another step in the process for long-term, like what?
There will be a second step, yes.
I think the conversation we had in the past was 3 or 6 months intern. She can terminate, or we can terminate within that interim period, correct?
But do we just sit that out and wait, or do we actively do anything else?
I think you must wait.
I think that's up to the commission. I mean, I really do, and I don't mean that without due regard. I think the idea here is, what I'm hearing, is that there be a trial period in a way on both sides. Because I know that Janie continues, in my discussions, whether she's interested in the new city manager position.
Okay.
But she is also, at the same time, doesn't want to leave employment with the city if in the event she chooses not to be, doesn't want to serve out as the permanent city manager. So I think you'll know, Commissioner McDonald, if that makes sense, after a short period of time.
And since we're speaking of this, I'll just go out and say it. You know, if we put the cart before the horse, we're prematurely setting up whomever it may be for possible failure and hanging that over their head. Look, we're still going out to bid just in case. I have complete confidence in Janie and her leadership skills, as Rick has built a leadership structure, support structure at the city of Mulberry in 13 years he's been here. he's invested in the staff at every level. So, thank you.
And a lot of these questions you guys have are going to be answered in the contract, as far as her ability to step away, your ability to part ways with her, but she will also still have a guarantee of having a job here. So a lot of that stuff will be addressed. Drew's done these things in the past. I'm sure he'll have that.
Yeah, I mean, just to make sure everyone's clear, you know, the charter requires that at the time you make an appointment, you have to state what the terms are, what the compensation is going to be. And so I would not want you to jump ahead, make an appointment, and not have those established.
And which is why I asked for 2 weeks.
That's right, that's right. I think February 3rd will have this.
Fair enough. Thank you.
And I really don't have a lot other than to say, Mulberry High School lost another, one of my former students, Tommy Ellerby. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Joel Evers were best buddies, and Tommy passed away, and there was a memorial or drop-in with his sister at Stan's church yesterday. Well, one day, Sunday. With the holiday yesterday, I'm sort of screwed up on that. Oh, I did also want to thank John's crew, or Jason's crew, whoever's crew that was, that went out to my daughter's house, and her water meter started blowing water everywhere Saturday morning. And I talked to Christy and Jackie about giving her a little leeway on her water bill, because that was not her fault, and she didn't, wasn't water she used, so that should help her. And with that, I'll turn it over to the city manager.
You all heard Buffalo say we needed the money, so I talked to him after you did and said, don't give her a break on that water bill. First thing, I'm just gonna hand this out. This is just a copy of the map of the road closure. I know most of you all know about that already. Over by the construction site, just in case anybody's wondering, it's over on the northeast 8th Avenue. Nothing major. Want to remind everybody, I know Julie Taylor did earlier, I'm looking forward to the Evelyn Bryant Festival, and that'll be my first event as city manager. I'm looking forward to, I'll have my drink on that day. No, but I'm hoping that lady got there with that crab rice again. This is the last 2 years. Among other things, just over the last couple of weeks since we last met, we met with Jeff from the Central Florida Regional Planning Council, Bonnie, myself, Ron Borchers came in, Janie. He'll be doing the planning for us. We signed a contract, if you recall, probably a month or better ago. Bonnie, as you saw tonight, is going to be filling in, doing what she had done for years prior to Ron coming on board. She'll be the boots on the ground here in the city for the planning stuff and the reporting, and Jeff will be doing more of the larger scale stuff for us. And he's a seasoned guy, he's been around forever. And last time I saw Jeff, he didn't have any gray hair, so it's been a little while. That's how long he's been around. And so we're very fortunate to have him as our planner. So anyway, so we met and filled him in on all the projects going on, and he's excited to come work for Mulberry again. The force main sewer bypass thing should be ramping up anytime now. What's the date on that?
This week.
What is it, John?
This week, Roger said.
This week? So that's that long-awaited project that's gonna take that strain off of lift station 4. They're gonna increase the size of the sewer main coming down 37. All the additional, the apartments and all the Bridgeport lakes and everything coming down here, that overwhelms that, lift station by the mayor's house. Municipal complex is still humming along over there. We do get regular updates on everything there. I know Chelsea's working on a museum piece, trying to get everything to them. We've given that quite a bit to them already. Seems like we're giving it to them again, the design people over there. We also conducted what seemed like several thousand interviews last week for staff. We had 2 openings at the museum. One was the new galleries coordinator, who has already started. That's Stephen. Full-time. And he said the ground running. We're excited to have him, and we have another young lady who's given her notice at her previous job. We're waiting for her to start. We're excited for her, and we replaced 1 full-time custodial position with 2 part-time folks, and I think they both already started, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a lot of interviews. Honestly, I think we probably did about 75 interviews, probably about 1 week. So I want to thank the department heads and HR fill-in folks who sat in on those interviews. That was a lot of work. So I don't know if I have anything extra and exciting going on, except I have 1 more commission meeting. So.
Not that anybody's counting on.
Well, but I do have 1 more.
City Attorney.
Thank you, Mayor. Just to kind of give you guys a preview of coming attractions. So we talked earlier tonight about the apartment complex, or Bonnie mentioned that. That's going forward. Yeah.
My sister and my girlfriend are here. Not the first time ever.
We watched, but we can hear everybody really well. It's nice, thank you.
They were running out of time. We'll have 1 more after this one.
I know, I can't believe it.
No, you're good. You're good.
I didn't say anything out of order at the end of this.
All I was going to advise you was that we're working on an interlocal agreement with Polk County on that issue. And that's for not just the apartment complex, but that's also for the townhome project that's supposed to go in behind Walmart. Those are going to be subject to a separate water utility rate. And so, preview of coming attractions, you have utility rate modifications are coming at some point in the next fiscal year. So, just something to look forward to. And since we've already discussed it, I'll be working with Ms. Ayala to hopefully get an interim municipal manager contract for you at your next meeting. So that's my task for the next 2 weeks. That's all I have to report here. Thank you.
Commissioners, anything else before we close?
I could point out that my husband's here too. He's always here, so.
Well, I was going to point out that Carlene was here too, especially. And if you ever see her selling her jam at one of the festivals, that is very good. So I love her raw jam. Of course, you got to be Southerner to like raw jam. But it's very good. You got anything other than Chamber of Commerce